You may know her as Amelia Pond on Doctor Who. The girl who waited, everyone.
I'm the film critic for the Salt Lake Tribune. And welcome to Utah again, Karen Gillan.
Thank you! It's exciting to be back in Utah.
Now you were here in Monument Valley.
In Monument Valley, with all the crazy mountains.
What was that like?
It was incredible. I mean, that landscape is amazing. And we had so much fun. We shot a really fun episode there. It was our first American episode.
Right. What was your life like before Doctor Who?
Really boring in comparison. I mean, I just had a normal life. I grew up in Inverness in Scotland. Wow, fans of Inverness. Yeah, and then I got this job and it kind of turned into a bit of a whirlwind.
What's been the biggest change in that whirlwind?
I mean, we would shoot Doctor Who for 9 months of the year, which was a big change to one's life. I made some of my best friends on that TV show as well, so that was probably the biggest and most important change for me.
Okay. All right, we have a lot of people lined up wanting to ask questions. We're just start throwing it to y'all. Start right over here.
Hello, Karen.
Hi.
My name's Michael. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I think we're all fans of you here at. My question would have to be, as the acting career, just transitioning from Doctor Who to Oculus to now Guardians of the Galaxy. How is that going for you?
How was the transition?
Yeah, how's the transition to it all?
Well, I feel like Doctor Who was actually like my 3 years of drama school. I feel like I covered every emotion possible in that TV show, including multiple death reactions because Rory kept dying. Literally, I feel like that was just a really good training ground to make a transition into anything. And I'm really fortunate to do more genre acting as well, which for me is really exciting because everything's really high octane and it's kind of a life or death situation quite often, which means that the stakes are always really high and that's fun as an actor. Thanks!
One over here.
Hi Karen, I'm Amanda. We are all here because we are proud of our inner nerd. And I was wondering if you would share with us, without including your film career, your inner nerd that you're proud of.
My inner nerd?
Yes.
Well, I kind of freaked out earlier when I found out that Patrick Stewart's going to be next to me. I mean, it's so exciting. I can't believe I'm going to be that close to him. And I like the Star Trek men. I want to get a photo with all of the Star Trek men. My mom will be the most proud she has ever been if she sees that.
Karen, thanks for coming to Utah. My name's Rory. And
Rory?
a question and a request, and I actually am a nurse, so my request is if you can sign my nurse badge. And then my
my God! Definitely.
My question is, Oh, jeez. Hypothetically, if there was ever an American to be cast as the Doctor, both past and present, who do you think would do the best?
Sorry, I missed the question. What was it?
If there was ever an American.
Oh, an American?
Yeah.
Like an American actor in the cast?
Yes.
Who would I choose?
Yes, both past and present.
Oh my God, I mean, what about Gillian Anderson?
Could you have an American play Doctor Who? I mean, it's such a British...
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely quintessentially British, and I feel like Americans like that about it. Absolutely. You can have lots of Americans play that role. Like Back to the Future.
What over here?
Hi Karen, I'm Chloe. I was wondering if you and Matt had any funny stories while you guys were on Doctor Who.
Oh, me and Matt. I mean, there's a few. Where do I start? I feel like generally, like, I was tormented throughout my entire reign on that show. But because I was the only girl, so Matt and Arthur would just gang up on me all the time. And the worst and best experience was one time, like, Matt used to hide in my trailer. And I would, like, walk in and not think anyone was there, and then he would, like, jump out and really scare me. But one time he really committed to it, and he grabbed the biggest shoehorn I've ever seen. I mean, it was, like, this big. And he jumped out and, like, started screaming at me and waving the shoehorn around. And I started laughing and crying at the same time. It was so tense.
Alright, one over here. We have someone dressed as the TARDIS, I think.
You're a TARDIS! That's amazing!
Okay. I was wondering if, disregarding age, sex, race, all that fun jazz, if you could have any dream role ever, what would it be?
Dream role? Oh, that's such a good question. I think I would love to play Lady Macbeth. Shakespeare fan? Yeah, I think it's an amazing role, and she's really scary, and it's always been a dream of mine, but I've always felt too young for it, but maybe I'm getting there now.
We have a red cake
Oh
gentleman
my God,
over
look
here.
at this!
Hi Karen, I'm Cole, and I'm wondering, so you were in Doctor Who, which has a huge fan base, and now you're in a Marvel film, which also has a huge fan base, and I'm just wondering, is this all part of some master scheme to become a nerd goddess, or did it just fall out? Because you're doing it, right?
Mission to become queen nerd. I don't know how this happened. I didn't plan it this way. It just turned out like that. I'm not complaining though. Because I mean, the roles are amazing in sort of genre films. I think that the female roles are incredible. And then we get to do things like this. And I honestly hate to be like a doctor walking down a corridor, like a normal doctor. Like just walking down a corridor with a clipboard. I would like die of boredom.
Well, he mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy coming up. One question. If everyone here promises not to tell anybody or Twitter about it, can you tell us everything that happens in Guardians of the Galaxy?
No! Absolutely not! I can tell you that my character is really sadistic, and she really enjoys what she does, and she's really, really bad.
And you quite famously had to chop your hair off.
Get rid of all my hair, yeah.
Right. How traumatic was that?
It wasn't traumatic, actually. I found the whole thing really funny until I woke up the next morning. and then waking up bald is really weird. I hadn't been bald since I was a baby, and my parents found it really funny. They told me that I looked like a thug. Do you use that word here? A thug? Yeah.
Alright, question over here.
Hi, by the way, love the hair. I'm Catherine. I have short hair too. But I have to admit that I absolutely hated the River song until the moment we discovered who she actually is.
Oh, really?
It was a very weird experience for me, going from absolute loathing to absolute loving.
Wow, that's extreme.
I really admit to being the biggest jerk in the world. But anyway, I was curious, when in the process of the whole show you found out about that? Was it the Time of Angels, later on, earlier on?
We found out who River Song was.
Yes.
We found out at the very, very last minute because Stephen Moffat likes to not tell us things. to affect our performances, and also he just likes to keep it under wraps anyway. He likes to be in that position, I think. And then I think Arthur worked it out, and I was just oblivious and didn't realise until I read it, and I was like, oh my god. So the last minute, when we were shooting the episode and we got the scripts.
Okay, question over here.
Hi, I'm Drew.
I'm Emma.
Hi.
First of all, we saw you yesterday and you waved at us, so thank you. We love you.
Okay. Our question is, which Doctor Who villain scares you the most?
Okay, I have two, but one of them I can't remember. Also the Weeping Angels, obviously, because they're terrifying. And there was somebody dressed up as a really good Weeping Angel yesterday. I kept on staring at it.
One over here.
Hi, Karen. My name is Patrick. I was wondering, you first appeared on Doctor Who on the episode Fires of Pompeii before becoming Amy Pond. And now the next Doctor, Peter Capaldi, was also on that episode. What is the significance of that episode? Is it like just a great cosmic coincidence? Did Stephen Moffat really love that one? Or?
You know, I think it's just a huge coincidence. It's really random that we both came from that episode. But actually, it was a whole different team that worked on the episode. All different producers. Russell T. Davis was writing the show at that point. So I think it was just a coincidence. But I had so much fun on the episode. I think I had 3 lines. And I just remember watching Catherine Tate being the companion and thinking, you have the coolest job ever! Thanks.
Alright, we have a little Princess Leia over here.
Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I was wondering, what is your favorite Doctor Who episode?
What's my favorite Doctor Who episode? Yeah, ooh. I think it has to be the 11th hour. Just because I feel like there's a certain magic with that episode, and it was the first time that we were, you know, establishing the characters, and I mean, we were meeting Matt's doctor for the first time, and my little cousin was in it, doing an amazing job establishing Amy Pond's character. I think it was really well written. I mean, Stephen Moffat had probably been writing that episode since he was a little boy.
How much did Amy change from when you read the first script to once you got it on Stephen and were actually performing it?
From when I first read it, I mean, I probably just matured as an actress a little bit and approached it differently. But what I loved about Amy as a character throughout the whole thing was we really, instead of getting a snippet of the companion's life, which is what we usually get, we got the whole life. I mean, we saw her as a little girl, then we saw her grow up, we saw her get married and have a kid. I mean, we got to see it all, which made me really happy.
All right, one over here.
My question just got stolen, but I'll just ask, do you watch like the episodes after you film them? Like, do you watch episodes if you were in them?
Watched it since I've not been in it. I've watched some of them, but it's harder in America. I feel.
And then did you watch it like as a kid?
Did I watch it as a kid? So Doctor Who wasn't on when I was a kid because it was on that weird break that never should have happened. But my mum watched it all the time because she's the biggest Whovian ever, so she would love it here so much. So I knew a lot about Doctor Who through her.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks.
And one over here.
Hi Karen, my name is Paul. I was mostly just wondering how much leniency did they give you guys on the set to ad-lib your own stuff? Things like Raggedy Old Man or anything. Was that all scripted or did you get a chance to throw in your own little tidbits?
So we had room to play around with things, probably not with dialogue, but in terms of the delivery of the dialogue and what we did physically. I mean, Matt he had total freedom. He would jump in baths and, do whatever he wanted. And then we would kind of run around and follow him. He kind of led that, and that was really fun because he was so eccentric, he could do whatever he wanted. In terms of dialogue, it was a little more tricky to ad-lib because if you didn't get the exact dialogue right, with Stephen Moffat's writing, more than likely that line is going to mean something 10 episodes later. So we couldn't mess around with it.
Did you give any advice to Jenna Coleman about how to go forward as the
I
next
didn't
companion?
want to pick too much advice on Jenna because I feel like it's such an amazing experience to go through that I didn't want to take anything away from her. I wanted her to just have it. But I sent her some text just telling her she was going to blow it out the park and just. But also, when Matt was filming his last moments as the Doctor and when he was regenerating, I found her crying in the studio, and I was crying as well. And I just hugged her and I was like, "I'm going to make your tea," and that was quite nice. Felt in that moment, it was quite surreal.
One over here.
I'm Anna.
Hi.
My question is there an actor or director that you really want to work with?
My favorite director is called Michael Haneke. He's an Austrian director, and he directed a film called The Piano Teacher. I recommend it if you're old enough. That would be really fun. I mean, there's so many people I want to work with. I think that me and Brent Spiner should do like What is this music that's happening?
Not entirely sure. Let's hear it.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and Amy is my favorite companion, and I was wondering what's your favorite thing about being, like, playing Amy?
I love this character so much. My favorite thing to explore in her character was this kind of like really hard outer shell and really soft on the inside sort of idea that she, like, because of what happened to her with the Doctor and everybody calling her crazy, she developed this really strong exterior, and then I wanted to chip away at that and we find her vulnerabilities as a person. And that's what I like because it just feels layered and she has like a lot of coping mechanisms and defense mechanisms in place.
Thank you.
That's just fun.
One over here.
Hi Karen, my name is Alicia, and I have a friend who's a huge Doctor Who fan, and she'll describe you as her goddess. But today she didn't feel well, so she wasn't able to see you yesterday or today. So could you say feel better to Michelle?
Absolutely. Do you want to record it on your phone?
Can I?
Yes. Are you ready?
Sorry.
No, please take your time. There's a fence behind you. That's exciting.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Is it Michelle?
Yes.
Hello, Michelle. How are you? I heard you're not feeling very well, so I just wanted to say get well soon. And also, I'm doing this in front of a lot of people if you want to pan around.
Is that good? There you go. We got one over here.
Hi, I'm Madeline.
Hi.
And I was, okay, so you're used to being like, kind of like the good guy sort of character. What was it like to be the villain in Guardians?
It was really fun to play a bad guy. I've never done that before. And it was just really fun because, I mean, you just get to really indulge in that sort of evil side, and you don't have to worry about finding redeeming qualities about the character. Although in my head she has an absolute valid reason for being evil, but we don't care about that when we watch it. It's just going to be fun.
I saw you tweeted a photo of you and Zoe Saldana in rehearsal.
Oh yeah, fighting. And I was wearing a stupid jumper.
The Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. It was very cool. I like it.
Oh, thanks.
So, but I mean, just describe doing a fight scene with Zoe Saldana.
Well, first of all, never fight with Zoe Saldana. As a tip in life, because she's amazing. I mean, she's so good physically, and I look like spaghetti trying to fight. So it took me like 2 months to learn the sequence, and it took her about 2 days. But I got there in the end, I think. And whatever I did, I just tried to do it with conviction. It was way off, but committed to it.
All right, we got somebody with a fez over here.
Oh, the fez.
I'm Karen, I'm Jeremiah.
Hi.
If the character Rory was a real person, would you have dated or fallen in love with him?
A real person? Absolutely. Anyone who waits for a girl that long is... good costume.
Hi, I'm Clay, this is Garen, and we want to know if you were ever involved in any pranking anyone on the set of Doctor Who.
Again, I think I was on the receiving end of all the pranks. I mean, so there was the shoehorn incident. Then there was also an incident where Arthur thought it would be appropriate to print out a picture of Mrs. Doubtfire and put it on my trailer door. And stayed there for ages. I guess because I sound like her? I don't know. It was endless. We would take continuity photos for the costume department. They would find the worst ones of me and print those off and stick them on my door. It was relentless.
You ever get one that get back at them?
I'm trying to think, I actually don't know. I feel like they're trying to make rubbish jokes. Like, they'll be like, I can't believe they modeled that monster on you. And then they're like, that's terrible.
Alright, we're almost out of time, I'm afraid. We'll do one more right here.
Hi Karen.
Hi.
I saw Oculus a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Yeah, you did really good. And I was wondering, was it hard to do an American accent or like stay with an American accent?
It was a challenge for me, yeah, because I think that was the first thing I'd done in an American accent, so I had to work with a dialect coach. And listen, I feel like, though in Britain we're kind of saturated with American entertainment, so it wasn't too big a leap because I grew up just watching American stuff. But no, I had to work really hard on that.
Cool, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Alright, well that's gonna